told his kids, and like the youngest one, the daughter didn't seem like to really get to it, but his boy walked inside, hid under the bed, and that was it.
Good morning, we're live from Southern Park, New Mexico, in the gym again. Today is the third climb of this tour. This time it's going to be for John McAvoy from Ladder 3, Manhattan's Recon. There was Battalion 6. John is the 8th brother carried vertical for Recon. We'll get going and take him 110 symbolically to the top of the towers. Going up, dedicating this one to his mom Phyllis, his wife Paula, his children Kate and Kevin, and his brothers, I believe their names were George and Michael. Hope I got that right. Everything that I do is by memory on these climbs. So I read for about an hour and then get it going. So here we go for Brother John McAvoy, Ladder 3. We'll kick it off with the first of 7 verticals and share his story. So John actually joined the FDNY in 1977, 1 year after I was born. Had 24 years of service on the job. It said that he worked in Manhattan, did a stint at Engine Company 5, and then went to Brooklyn to Squad 1 before going to the Recon 3 back in Manhattan. He was a avid hockey player, a New York Yankees fan, and a New York Rangers fan. He was a coach to his son Kevin's Staten Island Rangers, and like I said, he was a New York Rangers fan. So this is 110 floors in dedication to his service to the citizens of New York for his 24 years given to them. Our brother responded on Ladder 3 Recon to the worst terrorist attack in United States history as part of the greatest rescue effort, where upwards of 25,000 were saved. This is 110 floors to finish his footsteps, to carry him symbolically to the top of the tower. When I was doing the research, it said, Bette Midler, Wind Beneath My Wings. His mother Phyllis actually gave John that record, or that song, one of the two, because he was already her hero. And after that, Bette Midler sang The Wind Beneath My Wings at a tribute concert, and Phyllis was saying that he's everybody's hero now. well before everyone knew who he was. Like I said, this climb is dedicated to his wife Paula, his son Kevin, and daughter Kate. Your husband and father will never be forgotten. Instead, his legacy will live on as an electronic record with his story being shared. For you as the family, for the FDNY, and for our country. That we never forget, that we always remember. This is 110 to finish their footsteps, taking them all the way to the top for Recon 3. Captain Patty Brown heading up Recon 3. Our brother John McAvoy is the 8th brother being carried vertical on behalf of Recon 3. So Recon 3 is ascending again with honor and respect, going all the way to the top. Taking him there, so his family, the FDNY, and our country know he will never be forgotten. He will always be remembered, as this is what we do. This is the 343 commitment, and still counting. 110 floors for Recon firefighter John McAvoy. Ladder 3, they're in Manhattan with Battalion 6. Pushing them up. This is the 3rd climb of the 72-hour shift. And right now, we're going up. For our brother, John McAvoy. A very, very good person. From what I read, lovingly known as Mr. Fix-It. He would find a way to help anyone, anytime he could. It said that one Easter dinner, he came in late because he helped the family fix their tire. Turned out he helped the mother and daughter change the tire, and there was a story that got put out later where a guardian angel named John helped, but his family knew exactly who he was. They knew it was John McAvoy. He was known as a great cook in his family and a great father who took care of his kids, Kevin and Kate. We can't forget his family, nor his sacrifice that was made so that others could live. And those who came after in the end still counting. The initial 343 are being carried vertical. Following this will be the end still counting. 110 floor memorial stair climbs for those who work the pile in the recovery effort. Each will go vertical in accordance with the year. Right now I'm taking John McAvoy, Recon 3, to the top. I've had the ability and the honor of paying my respects to Recon 3 inside the 9/11 Memorial on hallowed ground. Every time I go back to New York and I go inside the memorial, there's a moment to spend time with the brothers, with Recon 3. So John, McAvoy, we're going vertical. Recon 3 is ascending once again for the 8th time for his mother Phyllis, his wife Paula, his son Kevin and daughter Kate, and his brothers. We will never forget, but always remember. This is the 343 commitment and still counting. 110th floor Memorial Start Climb for firefighter John McAvoy. Coming to you live from Sunland Park, New Mexico, inside the gym. Climbing the stair climber with honor and respect given. We're going vertical for Recon 3. We're going vertical for Recon 3. It's like 50 degrees outside today. And the mask is fogging up already. But then again, the humidity is like 54%. So, welcome to southern New Mexico. And the 343 commitment is still counting. Memorial Climb Series. Pushing another brother, the third of this tour, to symbolically carry 110 floors. So he will never be forgotten, but always remembered. So over 3 days so far, working on 330 floors for this climb. As I said before, firefighter McAvoy was very heavily involved in his family's life. His wife Paula went for a master's in public health administration, and if I got that correct, it said that John actually edited her paper for her, and like I was saying, took care of the kids. Would jump right into changing their diapers and taking care of them. And like I said, for his family, he was the cook at the events and Mr. Fix-It for anyone else that he could help. 24 years of service given to the citizens of New York after starting his career in 1977 there in Manhattan, before moving over to Squad 1 in Brooklyn and coming back to Recon 3. As part of Recon 3's response to the World Trade Center. Worst terrorist attack on U.S. soil, with the greatest rescue effort in U.S. history, given with the heroism and bravery that was shown by those in the rescue effort, the 343, and those who followed in the recovery effort. We're pushing him almost over the halfway point now in the 110 floors for firefighter John McAvoy. Ladder 3 is Recon. Heading up. As I said, you can definitely see the mask is fogged up now, but we're good. For John McAvoy, we climb. For his wife Paula, son Kevin and daughter Kate, his mother Phyllis, and his brothers, we will carry to the top. This climb is dedicated to his family, to the FDNY, and to our country, so that we always remember and never forget. As I said before in the earlier vertical, John actually stopped at a vehicle that needed its tire change, and even though AAA was on the way, he assisted a mother and her child by fixing her tire for her to get her out of danger, because they were on an expressway. So now we are at the 5th of 7 verticals for firefighter John McAvoy. Recon 3, Ladder 3 there in Manhattan, housed with Battalion 6, has taken that vertical, ascending to the top for the 8th time. We're going there now. Resting on hallowed ground inside the 9/11 museum. You can see Recon 3. And know that it's in its resting place there in the museum. Again, hallowed ground. Pushing it. Heading up for Ladder 3 for firefighter John McAvoy. For his mom Phyllis, his wife Paula, son Kevin, and daughter Kate. We will never forget the sacrifice that was made so that others could live. We are over the halfway point for this 110 floor memorial climb for firefighter John McAvoy. Ladder 3, Manhattan's Recon, housed with Battalion 6. Paying respect to the ultimate sacrifice that was made so that others could live. This is the Third climb of this tour. And heading down the high 130s now in this climb series. We will never forget. We will always remember. Coming up on the 6th and then followed by the 7th vertical for firefighter John McAvoy. As I said before, Phyllis, his mother, gave him a song, The Wind Beneath My Wings by Bette Midler, when it came out, because her son was her hero. And after 9/11, Bette Midler was part of a benefit where she performed that song live. And his mother knew that the world would know that he was a hero. We will never forget. Instead, we will carry our brothers 110 floors in honor and respect for his wife, Paula, his son Kevin, his daughter Kate, his mother Phyllis, and his brothers in the family. I believe again their names were George and Michael. Again, if I accidentally give the wrong name, I apologize. Everything is given by memory. I don't have scripts or anything in front of me. It's all what I memorize before going on the climb. But right now, we're going vertical. The 8th time that Recon 3 is ascending for firefighter John McAvoy. But in 6 years, Ladder 3 in Manhattan with Battalion 6, Manhattan's Recon, taking him to the top. So now it is second last vertical complete. One last vertical to go. And this 110 floors for firefighter John McAvoy. This is now the 205th climb of the initial 343 down to 138 brothers left to carry. Every day on shift, another brother will be carried up, working towards that next milestone. The 9th at gonna get there to the 225th climb. Coming up on that last vertical for our brother John McAvoy. Carrying him up so he will always be remembered, never forgotten. That's with the rest of the 342 other brothers in the initial commitment, and the end still counting. Those who worked the pile for hours, days, weeks, and months until it was resolved. We're coming up on now the last vertical for firefighter John McAvoy. We've got 101st floor or so on completion, and then it's down to the last 9 floors. For his family, Paula, his wife, his son Kevin, his daughter Kate, your husband and father will never be forgotten. We will carry him with honor and respect, finishing his footsteps and those who came before him. As Captain Patty Brown said, heading up. And right now, Recon Ladder 3, Manhattan's Recon, is ascending, doing exactly that, heading up. For firefighter John McAvoy, we climb. Finishing his footsteps and those who've gone before us. A father who is a New York Yankees fan, an avid New York Rangers fan, and a coach of his son Kevin's Staten Island Rangers hockey team. Mr. Fix-It, one who would help anybody with anything he could, is going to reach out vertical. Another climb, almost complete. So now we finish that last vertical, continuing those footsteps. Eight more floors and completion for firefighter John McAvoy. Right here, our brother who deserves honor and respect while he's carried to the top. This is the third climb and final climb of this tour. This 110 floors. 330 over the 72 hours. We're going there. Carrying them up with honor and respect given. Finishing their footsteps for the family, the FDNY, often on the line, and our country. We climb. We symbolically carry our brothers 110 floors to the top of the towers to meet all the other ones who've gone before. Firefighter John McAvoy is now the 8th brother carried, heading up for Recon 3 out of Manhattan, Ladder 3, there with Battalion 6. We're taking him up, almost to the top now. For his wife, Paula, his daughter, Kate, son Kevin, his mother, Phyllis, and I believe his brother's names were George and Michael. Again, I hope I got that right. Pushing him up to that last flight. We're almost there. Just about to reach it. 110th coming up. And that is another 110 for the bunny. John McAvoy, rest easy, brother. We'll take it from here.